communications of the RNC, so they're staying out of it. Joining me right now are people who are not going to stay out of it. In the Hardball Roundtable, Jamal Simmons is a Democratic strategist. Susan Page is USA Today's Washington bureau chief. And Republican strategist Max Schlapp was White House political director for George W. Bush. Let's take it in that order. What do you think's getting away with here? There's something missing in the way we normally judge behavior, the way we do in life. You're not supposed to make comments like that about people's looks in any polite society, even in politics. Jamal.
Chris, we know that Donald Trump is playing by different rules. And the reality here is there are a bunch of people in America who are angry, who are at the establishment. They are fed up. They're outraged. And they're okay with him doing something like this because he's their voice and they trust him to do it. They're going to give him as much leeway as he needs as long as he keeps fighting for the things they believe in. And he's not mortal when it comes to stuff like this, at least not yet.
We keep thinking this time he's gone too far. No, now this time he's definitely gone too far. And each time he just seems to go up in the polls. I think there will be a point where he goes too far. This comment, pretty offensive, but not out of the character of other things that he said. I'm not sure this is the one. And his refusal to apologize is, in fact, part of his appeal, that he'll say whatever he thinks. You can agree with it or not, but there's no way he's ever going to back off anything.
Yeah, I think that, if you look at this, what I just simply don't get, Chris, is that I think Carly Fiorina is very appealing. She's a great candidate. She's really coming across to people in a very positive way. I think when he takes on members of the press, he gets away with it with a lot of Republican voters. When he takes on more moderate Republicans like John McCain, he gets away with it. Taking on Carly Fiorina, who's a strong conservative and a candidate who's really, really rising in the polls, he missed it, which is why he's pulled back. And that's why he's saying it's a question about persona, because he knows he overreached.
Did you believe him when he said it was persona?
I got to take him at his words, but I think he's definitely backpedaling. He's backpedaling. He's definitely backpedaling.
There's no way that he wasn't talking about persona. The reality here is he talked about her face. That's what he said. It had to be what he meant.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think he said face, he meant face, and very hard to back off it. And I don't. Also, how do you look at your persona? I don't really get that.
Let me ask Matt, who's a Republican. Are Republican women a little more different than Democratic women? I mean, Democratic women, I think, are more politically correct, but I'm just guessing. You tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think that what we've seen in the polls, all we can do is look at the polls, and you're not seeing any kind of big gender gap amongst Republican voters. But I think, look, it's different when he takes on personalities and celebrities and members of the media. When he goes after the only woman running for president, who's a very credible candidate, I think he himself knows he crossed the line. It's going to boomerang with, I think, all kinds of women voters. By the way, I think it's going to boomerang with male voters. I just think this is beyond the pale, which is why he pulled back.
Let's hope so. Anyway, the Hardball Roundtable staying with us, and up next.